If you think you can slap some cash into your bank account few weeks before your visa interview to impress the embassy, my friend, you are playing financial hide and seek with the professionals. Bank statements are one of the most crucial documents in our visa application. So whether you are attending a conference, applying as a student, or going for a short visit, it helps prove that you can support yourself abroad and that you are not going to overstay. We will also cover some common mistakes that you need to avoid to make your visa application successful. Now, this video is sponsored by NCLEX Nova Prep, a top-tier NCLEX training institution. If you are a nurse and you are watching this video, take a bold step, invest into yourself, invest into your career, because USA nursing is the dream and NCLEX Nova Prep will make your dream a reality. Enroll with them now because this June they are admitting new candidates. They are already done with the previous cohort and this June they are starting a new cohort. So this is the time for you to enroll so that you can be part of the winning team. Now look on the screen, take their numbers and let them sort you out. My name is Manuel. Without wasting much time, let's dive right in. Now let's look at the first thing I want to talk about. That is to start early and build over time. You have to prepare your bank account 3 to 6 months before the travel date. You don't have to wait last minute and you deposit huge amount into your bank account. No, we don't do it like that. You have to avoid sudden crash deposit because you haven't won the lottery. So why would you deposit huge amount into your bank statement few months before you travel? If you do that, you leave room for the visa officer to decide for you because it's going to be fishy. Any huge deposit must come with an explanation. You don't have to just drop money into your account because you want to travel. No, we don't do it like that, and you have to build it over time, as I already said. Now the second thing I want to talk about is to use your account actively. Use it to pay bills, buy groceries, buy airtime, pay medical bills. Just live like a normal human being. And also, if you move money from your bank account into your Momo wallet, make sure that the reference you state it well. For example, for health, for transport, or for groceries, you have to make sure that the reference is clear enough for everyone who will be looking through your bank statement to understand what the money was used for, so that they will not have any doubt. You don't have to withdraw money and the reference you just leave it blank or you type SSS. No, you know that your account is going to be useful when you are traveling overseas, so you have to make sure that everything in your account is well explained. Now let's go on to the third point, which is ensure consistent income inflows. And you have to make sure that your business account shows evidence of all your business transactions. So in the case if you are a nurse or if you are a teacher, you have to make sure that your salary is consistently showing every month. You have to match pay slips with bank credit. Don't let the visa officer spot the difference, because they will take January bank statement and they will take February to compare if your salary appear in January and also in February. No, you have to make sure that you apply with bank statement that consistently show your business dealings, if you are an employee, your salaries, and also your daily spending activities. All right, now let's go on to the fourth point, which is show financial responsibility. Don't spend all your salaries. For example, if you were paid in January, by January 5th all your salary is gone. No, you have to prove that you have some amount left in your account, you are responsible, you are comfortable, you have monies in your account to spend. And also that does not mean that you should suddenly stop spending. For example, in February and March you took your salary on the 1st of February or the 1st of March and you spent all by 15th of March, but because you knew you'll be traveling somewhere in April, the subsequent month you hardly touch your salaries. No, the visa officers are very clever enough. They've seen this over and over. So don't be a victim. Make sure that your salaries are showing every month, and you also allocate some monies to save as well. You don't have to start saving when you are about to travel. No, you don't have to do that, because there will be inconsistencies. They will look at the record on how you spend your monies. In January, how did he spend it? In March, how did he spend it? Why is it that suddenly April, May, and June there is no spending at all? You don't have to do that. You have to just act like a normal person would do. And how do you do this? You start early enough. So say you travel in August, make sure you start the previous year November or December. Now let's go on to another point, which is very important. It says that funds must match your trip, and this means that if the trip is going to cost $2,000, you don't have to present an account that has only $300 sitting in. This is so obvious, you don't have to do that at all. And also, some people, after printing their bank statement, the next thing that they will do is that they will empty the accounts. Most of the visa officers recheck bank accounts. Now let's remind ourselves that this video is proudly sponsored by NCLEX Nova Prep. So if you are a nurse and you are willing to relocate to US, Canada, or Australia and you need NCLEX, enroll with them. They have live class sessions that is very engaging, that you can ask your tutor every question. They will assist you with your board registration, your credential evaluation registration. They are going to support you at every point in your NCLEX registration till you pass, and probably till you get to the United States. So please take their numbers on the screen and contact them as soon as possible. Don't let the fear of the NCLEX exam delay your journey. Register with them now and join the June and July cohort. Just take their numbers, which is showing on the screen. Now let's go on to some extra tips for students. Now, if you are a student, you have to make sure that you have enough funds that will be covering the whole academic period as stated on your admission letter. So if you are coming to the United Kingdom, you have to make sure you have enough money to cover the living expenses during the entire semester of your duration. And also, if you are going to Germany, make sure that your block account has the required amount of money. Now let's talk about people who are also using sponsors. So if you know you are using a sponsor, make sure that you get your sponsorship letter, make sure that their bank statements are intact, the proof of relationship with them. If, for example, your dad is sponsoring you, make sure that you attach your birth cert to prove that he is my dad or he is my mother, or any relationship with the person. Get a proof to back this up. Don't just drop the bank statement in the embassy and thinking that your visa will be approved. No, you have to do the right thing. So make sure you go with the necessary documentation, and also you have to get their proof of income as well. For example, if your sponsor is in any business, they can add their business certificate, their tax certificate, or their pay slip to attach to all of these. And as I said earlier, if you are applying yourself, make sure that you attach your pay slips, and your pay slip should be seen on your bank statement. Your pay slip shouldn't be missing in January and February and reappear in March and April. No, it has to be consistent. It has to appear every month. And as I said earlier, do not spend all your money. Save some so that the visa officer will see that you are comfortable here in your country, and if you go, you are not going to be a burden to the country that is going to host you. Now let's also talk about people who are applying with their business account. So if you are applying with your business account, as I said earlier, make sure that you have your business certificate, your tax certificate, or your tax document, and any letter of explanation. For example, if your business is sponsoring you, if you have your own business or a business entity is sponsoring you, make sure that they add a letter of explanation stating that this person has been sponsored by the company and we are aware that he's going for this trip. You are going to sponsor him. This is our bank statement, this is our certificate or our document to back all of these. Okay, so make sure that you do all of these. So earlier on I said that do not deposit large sums of money, but there are some cases that is inevitable and large sums of money might get into your account. So you can add a cover letter to explain all of these, to say that, oh, this is a money, this is my savings that my mom gave it to me because I wanted to travel. My mom gave me this deposit. So you can show receipt or withdrawal from your mom account to yours. You can show evidence or cover letters or receipt. If it's a loan, you can get the loan sheet or the loan agreement trail to prove all of this to the visa officer. For example, you and your friends are doing monthly contributions and it's now your turn to take the money, and let's say the money is 10,000 cedis, and you take that money and deposit it into your account because you want to save this money in your account. You have to add a cover letter to explain all of this so that the visa officer will not think for you. As I said earlier, your pay slip should match what is on your bank statement. So if your pay slip says that you are taking 4,000, there shouldn't be 2,000 when you are paid. 2,000 shouldn't be credited into your accounts. Well, unless you are on loans, and these loans will also show on your pay slip. So make sure that whatever is on your pay slip is the same as it appears on your bank statement. Now let's talk about how you are going to submit this bank statement. Bank statement should be stamped. If you are going for your visa, tell the bank manager that you are going for a visa. Sometimes they give you a special letterhead for your bank statement. And also we have to know that in the UK here and some countries, they are digitally certified bank statement that we can use. You don't have to get a stamp or anywhere. If you go on to your bank app, you can download. These ones are digitally certified, so you don't need any other certification. There shouldn't be any screenshot, no WhatsApp messages, or there shouldn't be any editing skills in your bank statement. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to give the visa officer the chance to think that you are playing some tricks on them. Now let's go on to another point, which is submitting fake bank statements. So ever since we started talking about conferences and traveling on this channel, roughly 78 people have successfully gotten their visas, and there were only 2 guys who approached me and told me that they applied their visas with fake bank statements and they were refused. So if they were closer to me, this would have been very useful on their forehead, but they were not close to me. So what can I do? Why would you even try that? Because you know that traveling is a big deal. You don't have to try any of these processes with any fake bank account. So basically, these are all the points or the necessary things that you have to do. Now here are the final reminders. First of all, you don't have to put any large sum of money in your account on your last month that you want to travel. As I said, build it over time. You don't have to change your ways just because you are going to travel. And the next point is no inactive or fake accounts. Don't be like my mom. You know, recently I wanted my mom to go for holiday somewhere, and when she printed her bank statement and I looked at it, you could only see deposit. Like she would deposit 10,000, she'll withdraw 4,000, deposit 10,000, withdraw 6,000. So it was deposit, withdraw, That old woman never took money from her bank to her mobile money. She didn't buy any groceries with it. You know how our old people do. We hardly do all of these transactions. But if you are a young person, if you know how to use your bank card for groceries, how to pay medical bills, how to buy food, just do all these normal stuff. Let them show on your bank statement. Let your bank statement speak for you, because the visa officer is going to know that, oh, this guy, he spent monies, he bought some hardwares, he buy credit for the girlfriend. You know, all of these transactions should show on your bank statement. And even if they are showing and you have deposited large sums of money, they will go into the past. You know, that is why you need to start building your account gradually before you apply for your visas. And also, as I said, there shouldn't be any unexplained transaction. If there is any transaction that you think is fishy, get a cover letter and explain into details. And also, do not withdraw all your monies after printing. I have always been a corporate, but luckily for me, my visas are always approved. And also, no account juggling or tricks. As I said earlier, you don't have to do any editing in your bank account. I wanted to do a visa application for my friend, and I wanted the address on the bank statement and the one in his records to tally, and he told me that he can edit the address in the bank statement with this app, Adobe whatever. And I said, Charlie, this is something serious that we are doing. So this means that a lot of people have been doing it and they get their visas refused and they don't know why, and they will think that they don't have enough monies in their bank account. No, sometimes you have 1 billion in your account, your visa will be refused, and someone will have 10,000 cedis or 20,000 cedis in their account and their visas will be approved. There could be a lot of factors, and some of the factors have been listed already. It could be huge deposit without explanation, fake bank statement, screenshot bank statement, edited bank statement, and so on. So make sure that all of these tips are used to your benefit. You have to make sure that you go and get the visa. You don't have to let these small mistakes deny you of getting your visa approved. I think by now you know how to build a bank statement before you travel and the mistakes that you have to avoid. You have to know that your bank statement is telling a financial story about you, and it should be a very good story before you can get your visa approved. So take your time, be transparent, and plan ahead. Now, a big thanks to NCLEX Nova Prep for supporting this video. If you are a nurse, you just take the numbers on the screen, contact them. Their NCLEX tuition is strictly online, and they will assist you from credentialing evaluation till you finally relocate to the United States. Now, this June and July, they are starting a new cohort. They are already done with the previous cohort and all of them passed 100%. Why won't you be part of this? Now, don't worry about the waiting times after your NCLEX, because I know some people have passed and they still haven't relocated. That shouldn't be your problem, because in the next 2 to 3 years they will relocate. So this is the time to take your career to the next level, invest in yourself, and let NCLEX Nova Prep be the catalyst in your preparation. Let them be part of your success, because I've been to their classes before and I've seen how they teach their students. They are very patient. They will make sure that your availability will be suitable for the online tuition, and they admit everyone all over the world because it's strictly online, whether you are in Philippines, Nigeria, the United Kingdom, especially if you are in UK. Please get your NCLEX. You know what's going on. I don't want to talk about anything. If you're in the UK, get a backup. Go to Australia, go to Canada, and you have to do your NCLEX, and let NCLEX Nova Prep be part of your NCLEX success. My name is Manuel. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, and watch other videos on this channel. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye.